I am making a difference.
I'm making a difference.
I am making a difference.
I am making a difference.
Nous faisons bouger les choses.
We're making a difference.
I'm making a difference.
We're making a difference.
I'm making a difference.
My name is Vera Goussaert. I am 31 years old, and I volunteer with the Cooperative Development Foundation and the Canadian Cooperative Association. I'm from Winnipeg. I've been here since I was 4.5, so yeah, I'm a Winnipegger. In my work life, I work with local cooperatives here in Manitoba. I work with co-ops that do business in a whole variety of fields, including the credit union system. But in my volunteer capacity with the Cooperative Development Foundation and the Canadian Cooperative Association, I had the opportunity to travel abroad and work with credit union system in Ghana, in West Africa. And I've been able to see the impact that cooperatives have in local communities, both here and abroad. A cooperative is a member-owned institution. It's democratically controlled with equal participation from the membership, and it is really looking at empowering communities and rooting ownership within communities. 2012 is an extremely important year for cooperatives. The UN has recognized the importance of cooperatives around the world, and they have declared that 2012 is the International Year of Cooperatives. And what we're really trying to do is promote and highlight the impact that co-ops have around the world on people's lives on a day-to-day basis. Well, I think because they're democratically controlled, there's an equality principle, one member, one vote. I think it's really bringing awareness to the equality. It's not gender specific. I think everybody is considered equal. And it's also providing, a lot of the cooperatives in the developing world are really focused around, providing access to microcredit to help, startup entrepreneurs, especially the credit union system. So a lot of women have benefited from that, and also cooperatives employ a lot of women as well in the organizations. When I was in Ghana, I had the opportunity, as I said, to work with the credit union system there. And one of the stories that I heard when I was living there was of a young woman who was actually part of the Youth Savings Clubs, which is the program I was working with, which is basically setting up in-school credit unions to teach young people how to save. And this young woman, she was quite a tremendous story to hear about, and she was looked at by a lot of her peers as somebody to aspire to. What she did is she managed to save over quite a time, I think it was 1 or 2 years, enough money to purchase a freezer for her mother to then be able to further her business. In Ghana, one of the things that is commonly sold is ice water, and being able to sell ice water was very important for this family. And by doing that, by purchasing this freezer, her mother was able to sell this ice water, which also helped her able to stay in school, because their mother was now able to earn enough money to pay her school fees so that she could continue on with her education. So it really had a twofold thing in terms of helping both her mother and herself continuing her education. So, you hear stories like this and you know that these things are making a difference and that these young people are really, helping themselves. I think it's very important to empower women and girls in communities, because really it is women who impact change in communities. They are at the center of homes, they are at the center of community, and if we're able to change perceptions or empower women and girls to change their communities, I think the community will change. So I think that doing our work and providing equal opportunities for women, I think is really critical to the future success of our world. I think that there are quite a number of women working in international development in the West. Certainly a lot of my friends and peers are women working in international development, but I think there could be more, and I think that just generally there could be more people working in international development and being aware of the impact of our decisions here and the impacts that they have around the world. And that's not specific to women and girls, that's specific to just globally, having a global conscience and having a global thinking when we make decisions at the local level, at the national level, and then of course internationally. I'm Vera Goussaert, and I am making a difference.